You are about to enter a layer of reality not measured by time or distance, but by perception. It begins with a thought, a flicker in the mind, and opens into a space where logic bends. This is not the future. This is not the past. This is the echo between awake and sleep. Welcome to ZONED.
Madsaki!
Yo!
Yo, yo.
Yo! Konnichiwa! What's up, man? Oh, this is mine, right?
Yeah, basically.
So a lot of people don't know that I've actually known you for fucking 2 decades now, man.
2 decades?
2 decades.
2 decades already?
2 decades. 2 decades. Some of the first things that we worked on was this thing called Alien Negra.
Yeah, you say you're gonna do the fucking the CLOT, right?
Yeah, we were starting.
Yeah,
it was
the first dude, right?
The first T-shirt designs, and that was crazy.
And it's still on, right? It's still, right? It's still coming out, right?
Yeah, people still love that shit. You know what's crazy is that you know when we first worked on this shit, I asked you a question.
Yeah.
And you gave me a very like broad answer.
I did?
Yeah, so I want to ask you again, right? Was, you know, we talked about the concept and like what it was about.
Yeah.
What it was.
You did?
Then, yeah, we talked about it. Like, you know, and then you translated it and gave us your artwork, you know? And then maybe a year or two after, I asked you, hey, what's in these faces? Is it a pussy lips? Is it a pussy lips? Right? And then you looked at me and you said, Eddie, one day you'll know, right?
You know, because I didn't have the fucking answer.
All right, okay, cool. Because I've been thinking about that shit, like looking at that shit every once in a while, like, what is this?
I don't even know what that fucking shit is.
No,
man.
but that shit was legendary. We had a conversation about what you wanted to do next because you know you had your first few shows. You know, I think you had a couple sold out shows with Kai Kai Kiki and at the place in the, what's it called? The Broadway shit? Remember?
Oh yeah,
around that time.
Broadway. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, you know, to diversify or how do you diversify? And, you know, it's already talking about like you already have so many different chapters already as an artist. I mean, you know, some people have a certain style and it's just congruent, right?
Yeah.
But even for you, from the, what are those guys called, man? The Haymakers? What are you, no, the little collective that you were a part of.
Oh, the Barnstormers.
The Barnstormers, that's right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, even back then, that was an artistic movement, right?
Yeah.
Like, and
They teach that in fucking art school.
what exactly is it?
I have no idea. It's a bunch of fucking, you know, dudes who got, you know.
It was a collective art group.
Yeah. And it says, you know, 1, 2, 3, paint, and they would just paint, you know, with the fucking whole crew.
And that was like some raw energy at the end of like the 90s, 2000s in New York, right?
I think the Barnstormers, it started that fucking street art movement or something like that. We didn't know what we were fucking doing.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know why I was there because I couldn't fucking paint, you know, but, you know, I was there, so.
It was just artistic expression.
Yeah.
So the Madsaki then and the Madsaki now. Any difference, you think? I don't think so, but
nah, yeah, the work changed, but I don't think I changed, man. I'm always, you know,
that's what I said. We ain't seen each other for 2 years, but we're brothers. We ain't changed. We know each other.
It feels like I fucking met you yesterday, you know.
So, but if you could speak to that guy 20 years ago, would you give him any type of advice, or would you?
Yeah, keep fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep fucking shit up. Yeah. I mean, don't change. You know, the core never changed. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I got a little wiser, but you know, the core is always, you know, the rebelness, you know, that you know.
Well, what about the 20 years ago you thinking about, did you imagine you'd be in the position you are now?
Oh,
or?
hell no. Hell no. I was just going with the fucking flow, you know.
And
I didn't have any fucking plans. But I know I was thinking, well, one day I wish I could fucking, you know, just live doing art, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And that happened. So.
And now that you do live doing art, like, how, like you is it what you thought it was?
Yeah, I got my own studio, but now I'm like thinking, now I got that one dream, so I'm like thinking, you know, like even yesterday I was like, what am I gonna do now, you know, where should I go now, you know, I need fucking goals, you know, so I could like, you know, make it into reality, but I can't think of any goals, you know, I'm just fucking happy.
Yo, what's up? This is EDC and we at the Zone, and the Zone is a concept I put together for ComplexCon because we've already done so many of these things. We did Yo Hood 10 years ago. We curated Intersect. So we wanted to bring the heat to ComplexCon. So we changed the format a little bit. And this is kind of like a swamp meet, a night market, a farmer's market. I've been doing a lot of that lately. So really inspired by bringing community together. We start off right here with my buddy Sam Lee, Sub Crew, Hong Kong brand. Really popular for making trucker caps. Karina Lau really loves wearing her stuff. Shouts to Sam, repping the 852. Over on this side, because everything sold out. But we had customization stuff from Dr. Woo on Sakai products. You can see here. Over here we have Dr. Woo, Neighborhood, and my boy Kazuki doing a capsule for XG. XG is a very popular girl group in Japan. We all love the incense chambers. Exclusively here, only at the Zone right now. Back here we got the ambush section, so Yoon's gonna be up in here doing a book signing. Shouts to Yoon, big sis, little sis. And right over here we got my boy Jaquan. Objective. Say a few words about it.
Spectre Incense Chamber. It's a character that was created in 1999, and it's kind of synonymous with my brand.
Yeah, so we got this exclusive ComplexCon one here. Incense chambers, you got to keep smelling good. Over here, as you can see, is recently I've really been into trading cards. We host a trading card convention in Shanghai called Mojo every year. This year is going to be in August, and you know, you come around here, you can buy some cards. Lao Wang doing some caricatures. You come in here, look, you got Hiroshi, you got me, LeBron, Yoon. Right over here we have this, we making cards for people, one-of-ones. So you come through with your friends, you know, take a picture, and just trying to get people into the trading card industry. Right here actually is very interesting, is a custom shoemaker. His name is Frank, and he does a company called Ryfair. This is Frank right here. These are a few shoes that he did for one of our boys, G-Dragon. The shit's popping out, popping everywhere. We got my fucking boys, the 4PK, Prepare, C, Chef. Got a little mahjong set up, taking motherfuckers' money. 4PK is a collective from Hong Kong, and they really try to show the Hong Kong culture through their merch and their products. Real fun. Now this part is actually an art install that I have here with my boy Vernie Young. So this is a art show. There's a little sneak peek at something that me and my boy Vernie cooked up, and we're gonna be cooking up even more stuff, so stay tuned. You got anything to tell them?
We can't tell them anything. You have to go in, watch the whole thing, and get a free t-shirt.
Yes, so only at ComplexCon. Will it be online? No. Where can you see it? Probably not again. We have a little refreshment bar in our own section. Hima, Kazuki, my best friend's coffee shop. It's in Nakameguro. Two beautiful ladies right here helping us serve. Also, we got the Camino juice right here. We got these really yummy local Hong Kong cookies, Cake of Stardust. Shouts to Nikki. Over here we had the Prestige booth. So the Prestige is an AV adult video company from Japan. All the guys love them, and they brought through a couple of them stars, and they've been doing meet and greets. This is our event space. So we had live tattoos, live performances. Yoon is about to come through and do her book signing for the fans. Yeah, so over here, exclusively dropping a capsule at ComplexCon, Adidas CLOT. Based on the silk motif that we've been using. As you can see, the space is beautiful. We got the big ass CLOT logo right here. Yeah, we exclusively dropping some of the apparel capsule here. Some lucky fans get to do some customizations right here. And that's Mimi right there, say hi. Yeah, so Mimi also was a Earn Your Stripes contestant, super talented, did a capsule with DSM, completely sold out, so she's a name to watch. Thank you.
My boys, Ghostwrite, shouts to Josh. This is the new collectible toy. Now, if you don't know, you should know. And now you know. This one, you can't even buy this. You have to come here winning. Some lucky contestants have already got it. I got mine. Do you got yours? It's the Zone. Keep taking over ComplexCon. We doing it for the culture. And if we gotta come do it, we gotta fucking do it the right way. And, you know, just another day in the office. The EDC.
宇宙啲人嗌緊陳冠希，當我神覺得我好勁，好勁，生意興隆，CLOT你就好撚醒，好撚醒，我嘅男朋友覺得潮流之端你冇得頂，冇得頂，巴黎 shopping 我錢係咁飛飛飛，結唔結婚我哋兩個未決定，男女關係錢唔係一定。Talk shit about me，見到我要 better run，從來冇講過我要做 number one，但你哋一直當我係冠軍，廿幾年邊個代替我呢一個人見到我要 better run，天有眼話晒我嘅名有個神，咁就乖乖埋嚟。嗌我係神，做我朋友其實好過做我敵人。
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm super, duper, duper, duper happy.
Oh my god. You finished every little last drop.
We just finished the Azuki to Kouri.
Yeah.
It is so wow. I give it a 10 out of 10 for real.
I give it 100 out of 100.
The flavors carefully selected and curated.
Yeah.
The environment's good, not too many people. The chef is an artist. Double thumbs.
It is really good, I think.
No one's asking.
Hi.
What's up? We're live and direct in Tokyo at the Ambush HQ with the one and only Yo. What's up, Yo?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not bad. Hey, you went to ComplexCon, thank you.
It was fun just witnessing like different artists do their own thing.
We thought it was fun to bring everyone together and not to be about just what we do, but our community, which is also something that we're doing right here, you know? We're in Tokyo right now.
Yes.
How did you actually come to be in Tokyo?
I was working in Boston after college. I was working in a small design firm for a little bit, and then I got fired. So at that time, I was like, should I move to New York or not? The Verbo who found the ambush, I found the ambush with, he was like, why don't you give Tokyo a try and see if you can be inspired to do something out here. I just came here and then I was like, at that time I was like, okay, I don't speak the language. I don't know anything about it, but I have nothing to lose, right? See, if I can find my own thing. If it doesn't work out, I can always move back to the States.
So you were born in America or?
No, I'm born in Korea.
Okay.
So I'm 1.5 generation, meaning I was born in Korea and moved to the States. So my dad was in US Army, because of my parents, they had the US citizenship. And because he's in the US Army, we moved around so much. So I lived in Hawaii, I lived in California, and we'll go back and forth to Korea and the States. And finally, I think he wanted to leave the Army and he wanted to settle in Seattle for some reason.
So, being that you're Korean, you kind of grew up in America, and now you're in Tokyo leading this creative push that, right?
Yeah.
How do you think that those years shaped how you approach creativity, or maybe how you're different from someone that's been their whole time in Tokyo or in Japan?
I think we are all byproduct of our environments, right? There's nature versus nurture. And I think the nature is that I happen to be born as a Korean. So I was brought up in a Korean family with Korean values. And you're familiar with the American Asian culture, but even within the Korean culture, like going to church on weekends and like, you know, certain thing that kind of comes with being a Korean American. So by nature, like that became part of who I am and my existence, my identity as well. Because, you know, like parents would just hang out with Koreans only, so that then you get to witness how like Korean Americans hang out and all that stuff. But I went to a school, we lived in the middle class, like suburbs, but that kind of borderline with like projects a little bit. On top of that, there aren't that many Asian people at my school. So I've never really I feel like I was going in and out of so many different cultures, like throughout the whole week. Like on the weekend, I had to go to church because of my parents, so I'll be mingling with the Koreans. But then throughout the week, I'm like friends with everybody at school. Maybe because I moved around so much that I never really felt like I belonged in one group of people. Because I was friends with everyone, naturally, like I had so many interests in different areas.
Yeah.
And that helped me to shape who I am.
You know, everyone's talking about mental health nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and in Asian culture, it's not really about seeing a counselor or seeing, a therapist, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I think that Asian culture, you're Chinese, I'm Korean, Japanese, it doesn't matter. I think because like Asian culture tends to be collective, and coming from a collective society, we tend to try to think others first than like ourselves. So I think that's where like, think about this mental wealth and all this stuff, like kind of got put aside because it could come up as a selfish thing. You might like bring shame to like your family or this and that. But the truth is, like every human being is meant to be who you are and born with such a unique own like a blueprint. And once you really come to realize that, the value of your own life and your presence and your existence, then the wellness and everything comes naturally because you realize like how valuable your life is.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
I love nature. One of my favorite hobby is watching animals hunt each other. I like to watch that before I go to sleep every night.
No wonder guys are scared to talk to you, right? So a lot of people would say Ambush is a streetwear brand, but in my opinion, there's no fucking way. We may be rooted in that, right? But what we represent now, I feel like is very different. And then it actually makes me reflect back and ask myself, is streetwear dead?
I think there's a different context to the term streetwear depending on what group you come from.
Yeah.
I'll come from more European fashion thing because we've been participating in Europeans. I think the European fashion, the way they define streetwear, because it was something quite new to them, because you have to understand the European fashion system of them, you know, coming, especially like they started with couture, like happens to serve the certain class. But so like, you know, long story short, when this streetwear emerged, it was started to blend into the European fashion system. It's not because like those guys are paying attention, it's because the consumers changed the scene. Because not the streetwear was not hot, it's been hot.
Yeah.
It's just that like different generation of music started to become such a like big, like the culture shifters. So they put out the quote like streetwear is dead. But it's not dead. Streetwear means real clothes, real fucking clothes. Go on the fucking street. Why are they wearing?
Streetwear. Yeah.
It's not gonna die.
Okay.
Street to me is realness, meaning like what's really happening on the street down to just real clothes. Streetwear is never gonna die because we're all always gonna be part of everything in the music to the culture, all this stuff happening on the real ground. The real culture it's not born out of fucking runway.
Is there anyone that you love to meet?
Yeah, I want to meet Elon Musk.
What would you
I don't
wanna
know.
talk
I
to
just
him
want to.
about?
I just want to be like fly on the wall and watch him. I mean, I'm quite fascinated how one human being can like operate like that and have that kind of mindset. Like fascinates me.
So
Elon's one of them.
Yoon's hollering at you. Okay, last question is, what's the craziest DM you ever read?
I'll share with you off camera.
All right. Well,
We out.
I need to interview you.
Okay, what's up?
What do you want to tell us about your lifetime?
My lifetime?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like, what do you want to tell us about your lifetime that happened?
One time, my housekeeper let my dog run out of the garage and out of the side yard, out of the gate, and then my dog ran away, and I never found him again, and I was so sad. Cool.
I'm Dr. Woo from Los Angeles. We out here at Complex Hong Kong. Shout out to Sakai and my boy Edison. We're going to tattoo live now on Ed. I hate tattooing live, but here we go.
So this tattoo is supposed to be Alaia is gonna spring and grow into a beautiful flower and a little beautiful hummingbird. Today we picked a tattoo virgin in the crowd. I picked her because I was like, yo, who wants a tattoo? And everyone's like, me. And then she was like, me, going crazy. So, you know, one lucky contestant, and that's what happens when we come and do events. So next time we do an event, you should come because you never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Like 12 hours flight from Abu Dhabi today.
With your entire body, immerse, perceive, and become one with the art. TeamLabs Planets. What way?
TeamLab Borderless. This is Sakura. She won the contest to come here. So, 下次会再来吗？
会的。
All right, we'll see you guys if you're lucky at TeamLab events. All right. Thank you. Y'all want to see this? You sure you're ready? All right, here we go. Oh, look at this. Ooh, this is fire.
Damn.
You tell me how to pose? I said, get the fuck there and show me how to pose, dude. Then the guy's like, oh. I said, go show me how to pose.